Good morning, everybody. Today's tip is on goal setting, and today is part A. This is for us parents. This is what we need to get straight in our head before we guide our kids through goal setting for themselves. So I linked a little worksheet that I created down below. You could print it off and just kind of write and scribble down some ideas as you think about this yourself. So the areas you need to focus on are: 1, academics. How did your child do last year? And you should do this for each kid. 1, was it too easy? Was it too hard? Was there one subject that they really struggled with? Most kids really hate writing, and that could be something. Sometimes people really struggle with math. Was there a teacher that really impacted them and they didn't do well on? You want to have all that kind of remembering as you're talking. Socially, are you happy with your child's friends? Did they have a lot of struggles with friends? Do you want them to meet different friends? One of the ways that you can orchestrate your child meeting different friends is getting them in organized activities. And if you can't afford that or you have issues with that, for me, I had to share custody, and if I had did anything on myself independently, the other parent wouldn't have participated. So I decided that my kids would do everything through school. That way it wouldn't be any trouble with the co-parenting. They could join clubs, they can do sports. Even if they're not athletic, they could be a manager of a sport. That is definitely an activity that teachers and coaches will let kids do who need incentives to be involved. Also, volunteering at a local elementary school, maybe they just left, or where their little brother or something goes, especially with translation services. I can't emphasize that enough. Emotionally, go through and think about, how did your child do with anxiety? Did they fake sick a lot? Did they have emotional outbursts in class? Was there any family drama the year before? Is that something that really impacted their year? You can kind of go through this and just take stock of what's going on. Behaviorally, did your child get in trouble a lot? Why did your child get in trouble a lot? What are some things that they need to do to be more successful? Did they have a problem with attendance and tardies? Those are things to look at. The last thing that I would encourage parents to do is to make a self-parenting goal. What is something that you want to do better this year? Maybe you want to do more check-ins. Maybe you want to have more conversations with your kids. Maybe you want to have more consistent transportation because that was an issue. Maybe your child is struggling and you really need to ask for that IEP, or you really need to ask for that 504 plan. A 504 plan is a plan that makes accommodations for a child for medical reasons. So if you break your arm, you break your leg, or if you have ADHD and you can't get in to get an IEP, a 504 is a quick fix. I will talk with you about that. The last thing that you need to do on this is you need to actually write down and acknowledge your own parenting fears for this year. If your child is in a transitional grade, meaning they're going from preschool to elementary school, kindergarten to regular school, elementary school to middle school to high school, those are transition years. And I am actually going to do a live on Monday the 24th, and I'm going to advertise it some more, but it's for parents who are having their kid go through these transition years. It is much harder on the parents than it is on the kids, and sometimes we really project our fears on the kids. So next video is on goal setting and walking it through with your child, and then on Monday I'm going to be doing a live on transition grades for your kids and how to get prepared for that. Don't worry, I got your back. We're going to be ready for back to school.